Alright guys, so we're going to discuss everything to do with competition prep for athletes, obviously in the bodybuilding field. So I put a poll up on my Instagram the other day regarding if anyone wanted to learn as to why I would no longer take athletes any less than 20 weeks, but even athletes that want to do a 12 to 15 week prep, and why I discourage it highly. So the more you dive into prepping athletes, and obviously prepping myself as an athlete myself, the more you start to realize and the more you learn about the body. Now, the funny thing is what we did 5-10 years ago in the bodybuilding scene, we don't do now. Education is out, so it's really important that you start to get switched on with the new education and really understand, it's not just about competing and being a bodybuilder and getting as big or as lean as you can. It's about health at the end of the day. Now, yes, bodybuilding in the form of being the top 1 to 2%, yeah, there is forms of unhealthiness in that. But unfortunately, if you want to be on this planet for ages, like we've seen now, everyone's sort of dropping dead around us in the bodybuilding scene, and it's because what used to be done 5-10 years ago, it was just completely wrong. So the biggest reason why you shouldn't be looking at competing and doing a prep for 10 to 12 weeks to jump up on stage is because you will not come in condition. And if you do, you're most likely going to have to abuse the significant amounts of substances to get to that condition if you're competing in an unnatural federation. But on top of that, if you do it naturally, there's no way. And if you do manage to succeed at that naturally or enhanced, you're going to be putting your body on a significant amount of stress, and you're going to be declining your health dramatically. Now, the reason why I say this is the brain. Forget about everything else, but the brain. The brain is one of our most important muscles. It's what makes us think. It's what makes us have the decisions today. It helps with, the chemical balance with hormones, secretions. It is literally the communicator. It is everything. Between the brain and the heart, there are two major organs and muscles that we need. Now, glucose is most important for the main fuel source for the brain. Now, a lot of people think it's fats or proteins, but no, it's actually glucose. So for people that go into comp preps into 10 to 12 weeks, there's no chance you're going to be able to step ladder your calories and your carbohydrate or glucose intake safely. You're going to be in a state of starvation from the get-go. You're going to have to be to get to that level of conditioning. You can do it, but you won't come into condition at all to where you need to be competitive in the game. So to compete as a competitive athlete, I do not take anyone on less than 20 weeks. 20 weeks is my cutoff now, because at the end of the day, as a comp prep coach, the look is one thing, the stage presence is another, but your health as an athlete is my priority. Because you got to remember, it's not just you getting up on that stage. Me as a coach and our business is the message behind and the image behind you. So if you come up on stage and your health has been depreciated significantly because of what we have allowed you to do without educating you in a safe way, that reflects on us. If we bring you to stage and you aren't in condition because you wanted to come to us with 16 or 12 weeks to work with you, that is on us as well. It reflects onto us as much as that is onto you, and we try to get a goal done for you. We just no longer would do it because it's just not safe and it's not right. If you want to be a competitive athlete, you need to change your mindset, because being an athlete is a year-round, year after year thing. It's a lifestyle. You don't just wake up one day and call yourself an athlete and decide you're going to compete and jump on stage in 12 weeks' time. You train, you study the body, you work with a coach in your off season and in your on season to be the best that you can be. Now, to get back to the brain, if you do not have glucose and if you're in a state of starvation, like everyone, in the final few weeks, starvation is okay. But if you're going to be on starvation for weeks on weeks, like 12, 10 weeks, 8 weeks, you're going to start to see some significant impacts in your life and in your decision making, and not only on a deeper level of your biochemistry, serum levels either. So you just got to really be quite safe. So I highly discourage you looking at doing a 10 to 12 week prep or even 15 week prep. You need to come in, if you want to be the best of the best, you need to come in and do a really good off season. you need to do a solid prep. Now, the best way to be the best athlete that you can is prep for as long as you can. 20, 25, 30 weeks, 40 weeks. Committing to a prep for longer means you will be able to get more diet breaks, more refeeds. That way you can replenish your body, you can keep glucose into your system, and you can recover, you can still synthesize. And as you get closer to prep into those final 2 to 4 weeks, you can then finally get into starvation if it's needed. And at the end of the day, you're gonna look good, you're gonna look fuller, you're gonna look healthier, and your rebound for not only your internal organs, for your body fat compositioning, but also for your mental health space. You're also gonna come out so much better because you've done it safely in. So guys, just to get up on stage, don't risk your health. Your health is way more important than to impress people with a trophy. So if you wanna be a serious athlete and you want our help, make sure you come to us with plenty of time to build a good off season, because unfortunately there's going to be a lot of things that we need to work on with yourself, and that way we can get you in the best prime condition. Especially if you're a natural athlete, you need a lot of time. Unfortunately, naturals, you have that not necessarily a disadvantage, but you guys are limited in what you have as available tools to get yourself into condition. So guys, that's it for now, but no more 12-week preps.